The main reason why Jada Pinkett Smith is with us this morning, we're so excited. She is a creator, and chances are you've seen it. It's mega hit, ginormous Red Table Talk, streaming on Facebook. Watch with her daughter, Willow, favorite daughter, Willow, her mother, Adrienne Banfield Norris, there she is. And they have raw, and raw is the word, conversations on provocative issues ranging from marriage to mental health. Well, she does that, but she also sticks to her other job. She's returning to the big screen in the action movie Angel Has Fallen with Gerard Butler. Pinkett Smith portrays an FBI agent investigating an assassination attempt on the president, played by Morgan Freeman. Butler plays a Secret Service agent who was wrongfully accused.
You're in St. Matthew's Hospital. You remember how you got here? What's the last thing you remember?
No.
Mike, it's very important you tell me the last thing you remember.
The president. Hey, where's the president? Where is he? Is he okay?
President Trumbull is in a coma and your whole team is dead. Except you. Tell me how that happened.
She's about to jack him up. Smith joins us at the table. I was thinking this about you, Jada. You don't know how to play wimpy, wussy girls, ever. All your characters seem to be really badass kind of women. Is that what you're drawn to?
I am.
Do you feel like one of those women?
I do feel like one of those women, but I am trying to find the more vulnerable side of myself.
Where is she?
I know. I mean, well, you see her at the red table occasionally,
Yeah.
but I am definitely, I want to challenge myself with finding roles on the silver screen that have a little bit more vulnerability, for sure.
But why did this one appeal to you?
Well, you know, I got to chase Gerard Butler around with a gun.
And you fight?
Yes.
Fight? There's some really graphic.
And it was out of the country, and I just really loved it.
Where was it?
We shot in London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so, and just to have the opportunity to work with Morgan Freeman as well, and I really love the director of this movie, and it's a fun movie. I love the series. My bonus son, Trey, is a huge...
Your bonus son, Trey, I like that.
Huge! He was like, Mom, you gotta do this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, how big a part does that play in making a decision?
You know, it definitely has some influence because, you know, you want your kids to be excited. So, you know, he's a big fan of this particular franchise.
Well, I think it's going to do very well for you, Jada Pinkett Smith, but will it do as well as the Red Table Talk?
That would be hard.
I am so obsessed with this show. How did it come about? Because you've got the three generations.
Yes.
You guys talk about everything.
It really,
warts and all.
Yeah, I think that I did it many years ago when I think Willow was about 11 for Mother's Day, because I was like, wow, you know, for us to all sit around as three generations of women to talk about different experiences that we've had thus far for Mother's Day. And there were things that Willow didn't know about my mother and I.
Right.
You know, and I just...
You learned stuff about Willow, too.
We learned a lot about Willow. We always learn a lot about Willow. Willow always has my jaw dropping at the table.
This is not just the share and care hour, though. I mean, for viewers who have not seen the show, every topic that you may not want to talk about with your daughter and your mother present is talked about here, right?
Absolutely. That's the whole point, which is why it's called, you know, the red table.
Do you talk about this stuff before you actually have the conversation? Do you sort of pre-interview each other, or you just dive in?
No, we just dive in.
It really does look like it's totally unscripted. Do we have a clip from the Red Table Talk? I meant to ask this before we
do
did
have
this.
one. We do have one.
Okay, because it looks like it's totally unscripted.
Yeah,
Will Smith made an appearance.
Yes.
Can I talk to you in the other room, please?
And I was like, this joker just hit me on my head with a newspaper. Like I'm a dog.
We went in the other room, and I was like, I said, Jada, this is the deal. I grew up in a household where I watched my father punch my mother in the face.
Damn.
And I will not create a house, a space, an interaction with a person where there's profanity and violence. If you have to talk to me like that, we can't be together.
Wow.
Yeah, you all are very, very candid. You know, Will was a guest, but he's not a regular guest on the show.
Right.
But you feel very open talking about all the things, all aspects of your life. Is there anything off limits for you?
No, I mean, there hasn't been something that's come up thus far. I mean, I do believe there's a difference between being open and private.
What do you mean?
What's the line there?
Meaning, I mean, but see, that's subjective.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
But
that's
for you,
subjective.
what is it, though?
You know, it depends on what the topic is,
Yeah.
you know. But I do know that in my own personal life, women specifically who've had the courage to be completely and raw, like honest in a very raw way, have really saved me from making some big mistakes in my life.
Well, what I like about it, it's not celebrity driven, it's really topic driven.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Celebrities, it's great you have them, but
You
that's not
sure?
And generationally, it's
we
so
have an
interesting.
idea. Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yes.
We got to do this.
We
Let's
have
do
the
it.
fishbowl.
Oh,
Now, we stole this from Jada because this is what they do when they get They bring out the fishbowl and they ask the
Yes.
guest to pull out a question.
yes,
You
okay.
control your fate here. What are you going to
Isn't
pick?
this a good idea we had?
Let's see, let's see. Knowing what she knows now, what would she tell her 20-year-old self?
Yeah.
Man.
Do it in less than 30 seconds because I'm.
Yes, well, you know, knowing what I know now, I would tell my 20-year-old self, this is the process. You're no different than anybody else. It's going to be okay. In your 20s is a very difficult time. You're no different, Jada. Trust and believe it's going to be okay. Because I really thought that it was you know, you're going through stuff and nobody's talking to you. And you're having problems and you're going through some pain and you think something's wrong with you. So that's what I would
You can tell my 20-year-old self that, too.
All right, let's see.
Your gold nail polish matches your outfit.
Yeah.
Thank you. How you keep a straight face with Will Smith and his fun antics? It's easy when you have to deal with it 24/7, but
It gets less funny as the hours go by.
but I mean, I tell you, that's one of the blessings of having someone who's full of so much fun and laughter all the time is that he keeps high spirits all the time around. So
But
I
you
really
do
appreciate
too.
that.
You do too. I think what you all do, your mom and your daughter, is something very special and unlike anything that's on national TV.
It's a
Thank
great show.
you.
It
Cheering
really
you
is.
on.
Really
Jada
special
Pinkett,
energy.
Cheering
Jada
you on
Pinkett Smith,
always.
thank you so much. Angel Has Fallen opens in theaters Friday, August 23rd.